Howdy, y'all. This is Daniel, and today we're gonna try something a little different here today. I'm just gonna this is gonna be kind of a new thing. We're just kind of talk about college football, specifically talking about the Texas Longhorns because they're my team, and just every week doing this like sort of overview of their game, and what I saw, all my thoughts and reactions to it. Then afterwards, maybe we'll do some stuff talking about everything else in the college football world. The thing that's gonna make this a little different from like my normal stuff is that I don't really have a script. I just kind of have sort of notes I took on my phone here that I'm gonna use, but like I don't have like a script where like everything I say is already written down and stuff, which is a little different for me because usually I have that. But yeah, hopefully this will go well and y'all will enjoy it. I want to talk about college football. College football is fun. So yeah, let's just get right into it. So, first week of the new 2024 college football season, Longhorns are up against Colorado State, and it's weird. It's weird because like kind of like I don't like using the term cupcake matchup, even though it is kind of accurate. But like it's one of those teams where like winning against them shouldn't be super crazy for a team like Texas, with all their money and their recruits and all that stuff. But at the same time, I don't want to look past them because I hate when teams look past the opponent that's right in front of you. You have to play the team that's right in front of you before anything else. Because I've seen so many teams don't do that and then lose to group of 5 teams, lose to teams that are way below them in terms of like ranking and recruiting. I've seen Texas do it. I still remember the Kansas game. That was a train wreck. But yeah, so going into this game, it's sort of a do your job, get the job done, and then once you're done, don't get like super hyped up and excited about it because it's yeah, you got the job done, but it's still got to keep in perspective. It's Colorado State. But either way, Texas wins the game 52 nothing. It's a shutout 50 burger for Texas. The first quarter, we were a bit shaky, honestly, in the first quarter. Ewers got an interception. The passing wasn't the best. But by the end of the game, we started like tightening the screws, and like it was then we started, okay, yeah, that's the Longhorn teams that should be able to take care of teams like Colorado State. But like even in the first quarter, I think the running game was still good. I still thought that was a better aspect of this team. It's been a better aspect of this team. And that was something that we were really worried about going into the season because our RB1 was injured, then our RB2 got injured. So now we're on our third string running back. But somehow we got it done. I don't know who the running back coach is for Texas, but whoever he is, we got to keep him. He's been really good these past couple of seasons. We've had really good having a really good running game these past couple of seasons here. Like I said, Ewers got an interception really early in the game, so that was a little concerning because that was kind of a rough start to the game. But then again, once we got a little further in, I guess the nerves kind of went away and he started throwing well, and so we kept on doing well. We got better and better. We were up like 30 something in like the third quarter, and then midway through it was like 30 to nothing. It was clearly garbage time, except it's not garbage time in Longhorn land. It's Arch time, because Arch went in the midway through the third, and good lord, Arch throws darts. It's crazy. Like, holy wow. It was so, it's crazy to have a backup like that. It really is. He got two TDs in that time that led to the final score 52 of nothing. So it was a good game by the Longhorns, but again, got to keep in perspective, it's Colorado State, and there are some stuff that we definitely need to improve upon. And I think I like the interview that Stark did after the game, like immediately after the game, where he says a lot of these things that, hey, it's good that we won, but we still got stuff we need to improve, and we gotta start working on our next matchup against Michigan. in a week. So I thought that was good. I thought, like, yeah, take away the stuff you need to improve. Yes, you won the game, but there's still so much more ahead that you got to be worried about. Let's be honest, the real test is next week in Ann Arbor. That's going to be our first actual, like, big test for Texas, going up against the national championship team. Yeah, they lost a lot of pieces and their coach is gone, but it's still the national championship team. They're good until proven otherwise, you know. So, but yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on the Longhorns game versus Colorado State earlier this weekend, but last weekend, whatever. So just good, we won. It's still Colorado State. Got to keep that in mind. We got some stuff we need to improve. The first quarter was a little shaky. So maybe figure out what went wrong there, figure out where our flaws were, and hopefully come back full and strong, ready to face Michigan. Okay, so now I'm going to go on to the segment called Everything Else in College Football. What else happened in college football? Because I didn't just watch the Longhorns, I also watched plenty of other stuff because college football is cool. So first thing, Florida State Georgia Tech game. That was awesome. That was a great game. It was really close. It was really exciting. It was down to the wire. Just really great game. Really good atmosphere in Ireland. That was definitely a great way to start off the season, and it was a crazy upset. Georgia Tech won on a last-minute field goal. That was crazy. I'm not too worried about Florida and the loss here because Florida State, it's the ACC. It's kind of theirs to lose. Maybe Georgia Tech does end up kind of sneaking on by and getting them in the championship, but I'm not too worried about Florida State here. Granted their game against Boston College is the day I'm recording this, Monday, so that'll show whether they're like actually in trouble or if it was just a one-time thingy.
Hey there, FSU. Isn't life crazy? You start your season 0-2, you lose to a nerd school in Boston College, you go from 10th ranked to unranked faster than you can say frauds! Yeah, Florida State is completely lost, and the ACC is wide open now. And by ACC is wide open, I mean it's SMU's to lose. Go, Red Ponies! Smoo!
Okay, the next game I really watched was TCU Stanford. Oh my god, that was a total mess of a game. Holy moly. So, first off, it starts at like 10 o'clock at night or something crazy stupid like that, and it went on for 4 hours. It was like 2 o'clock in the morning. Just, dang, ACC is getting the Pac-12 at night treatment. That was certainly interesting. And then the game itself, yikes. Look, TCU was the more talented team. They were the more talented team of the two. But by God, did they just try to keep Stanford into this game the entire time. They were so completely undisciplined on defense. They got so many defensive penalties. It was ridiculous. And like the whole game was just so exhausting. Like you're like just sitting there going, neither of these teams wants to win this game. Both of them keep making mistakes. TCU keeps making errors in discipline. Stanford keeps making mistakes in play. It's just a very, very interesting way to end your Friday night watching that game. And the next game I saw was Penn State, West Virginia. The backyard brawl, and yeah, that went about as expected. Penn State destroyed them even after the 2-hour delay. They were just the better team at all times. Kind of not really that much of an eventful game. So I didn't watch a lot of these because I was slipping back and forth between the the Penn State and the Georgia Clemson game, but there was a lot of blowouts in the SEC, like 70 nothing, 60 nothings, 50 nothings, just a lot of blowouts. Granted, again, what, Arkansas faced like Alabama A&M or something like that, so not shouldn't really be taken too seriously, but like that was crazy. So I didn't watch the Vandy game. I was flipping back and forth between Penn State, West Virginia, and Clemson, Georgia. Apparently I should have, because that was the closest game of those three. And it went to overtime, and Vandy somehow won. Vanderbilt won a game. That's crazy. I don't know how. What? Just how? Oh, you gotta be angry if you're Virginia Tech. That losing to Vandy. That's. I mean, good on the Commodores though. That's great seeing them actually win. Georgia Clemson, that was rough. I mean, a part of me's like, okay, yeah, it's Georgia. They're the number one team. They would have gone to I still think that they would have won the national championship if they hadn't lost to Alabama and got kicked out of the playoffs because of it. But yeah, Georgia just wrecked Clemson, and I don't know what Clemson's gonna do at this point, because that's a tough loss. But speaking of tough losses, oh my God, Florida. Oh boy, you lost to Miami at home, and it wasn't even close. Oh, Florida is just a wreck. Ugh, the game against Texas A&M they're going to face in 2 weeks, that's going to be a train wreck. That's going to be awful. Seriously, I mean, Miami looks good, but I feel like that game's more of a Florida's bad. Michigan looked mortal, and I don't want to say that. I don't want to jinxing and like let my guard down against Michigan when we're facing them next week, but like they won, but it wasn't by a lot, and they didn't start like actually getting into the groove and like winning until like the fourth quarter when they got a bunch of defensive interceptions to get the game. So that's interesting, but I don't think it matters in the sense that Texas should still treat them like they're the national champ. They're the reigning national champions because they are the reigning national champion. So I don't think that should affect like the Longhorns just have to ignore that and just keep on training, practicing, and preparing for Michigan like they were planning to do anyway. But yeah, Michigan won 30-10 against Fresno State, and it was a lot closer than that score makes it sound. All right, next game in. Quick, laugh at A&M. You lost to Notre Dame. Oh, congratulations, Aggies. You just lost to a team that hasn't been relevant in 33 years. A&M sucks. A&M sucks. Welcome to your new coach, guys. He's just like your old coach. All right, let's move on to the next game. USC LSU. That was on Sunday, and the Brian Kelly streak continues. LSU lost this game pretty much last second. They keep losing these week 1 games at neutral sites against strong opponents. And USC looked really good. I'm not gonna definitively say, oh, they're playoff contenders or that they're conference contenders, but they are still good. I don't think the loss of Caleb Williams over the draft is gonna hurt them too much. I still think that they are a team that you're gonna have to watch out for. if you're in the Big Ten facing them. But yeah, good. It was a good game for USC. LSU, LSU. They haven't really done much since the Natty in 2019. I don't really expect a whole lot from them. I don't want to jinx it for them, but in favor of them. But I mean, it's a week 1 loss for LSU. Yeah, what do you expect? And that's pretty much everything I saw. Yeah, those are kind of some of my thoughts on the not Longhorns in the world of college football. And that's about all I have to say. So I hope you all enjoyed this. Be sure to subscribe and leave your thoughts down below. And I hope to see you all next time for next week as the Longhorns face down Michigan. That's going to be a tough one. So until next time, bye.